Hi, this is Cathi Coridan, KW Metro Center in Northern Virginia. I'm a realtor, a senior real estate specialist, and a professional coach. And in all of those roles, I'm your transition partner. Thanks for joining me today at my kitchen table for one of my kitchen table conversations. I'm focusing today on those of us over 60, and that includes me. Seniors, older adults, a lot of people have different ways of saying it. Boomers, our older siblings, and some of us still have parents. And many of us really struggle with the question, should I stay or should I go? Should I downsize, right size, move closer to the kids, be on one level, be someplace less expensive, get rid of the yard work, be someplace where it's close to lifestyle things that I like golf and travel. Someday we will be able to travel again. Or do I want to stay in this home that I've lived in for X number of years that has memories and has some equity built in it, has a comfortable feeling of being in my own environment? No matter what decision we make, there are a lot of pieces that go behind it. And so I want to give you a couple of tips that I have learned as a realtor, as a coach, and also as a senior who has downsized and worked with my own families, both of our parents, my husband's and mine, downsizing. The first is make a plan. Doing it when a crisis happens, any kind of major change comes with extra cost and extra emotional cost. So as much as you can, and I'm not saying make a plan to have the movers come next month. I'm saying make a plan. It can be 2 to 3, 5 years from now before you actually implement the plan. But you know what's needed and you know what's important. The first person to bring onto the team to help make the plan is an attorney. It's very important to have the critical things in writing. And so especially important if you're with a blended family, to have all of the wishes that I want for the things that I value and to be moved after I'm not here. All of that to be written down so there's no question and people can feel good about what decisions I have made. The second piece is to have either an accountant or a financial planner so that you're looking at the property, the house, the condo, townhouse, in conjunction with all of the assets. And so decisions can be made about the best way to allocate those in the years going out. You know what kind of loan products that you can qualify for based on assets and income. It's real important to know before you make a decision so that you don't make a big mistake. Have your family members involved in it. And it isn't necessarily that the kids get to make decisions. It's that they know what's important to you, that your values and your concerns are factored into it, and that their concerns and their values and their wishes for you are heard before there are decisions that are made. And of course, I'm a realtor. I'm going to say you need a realtor involved because it's really important if you're looking at the sale of what probably is your primary asset. And it's not just your primary asset. It's the home you've lived in, you've made memories in, and that has so much more life to it than the value that a competitive market analysis can bring. I think having that competitive market analysis, having a good look at what the systems and the infrastructure are, condition that the HVAC, the roof, the windows are in, what upgrades and improvements have been made, and especially in the kitchens and the bathrooms, but also in the other parts of the house, so that you know, we can only know what the market price would be today. The primary considerations for selling a house are the location and the condition. Both of those things bring with them a lot of questions. That's where having a realtor come in and work with you to give a competitive market analysis is really important. And it can help you then have pros and cons to weigh out and sort out in making your own decisions. We also need to look at, and I think it has so much value to it, both emotionally and down the line, is what is the value of the stuff that we have? the items that we have purchased and cherished along the way that have a lot of value possibly to us, probably not as much value to our kids, and it really doesn't have a lot of value anymore on the auction and on the yard sale, estate sale kinds of markets that it used to, because there's so much of it there. There are 100,000 of us every day turning 65. And so we're all getting rid of our stuff. And if you look at any of the auction houses at their inventory for auctions that have happened recently or that are coming up, because all of them are now online, you'll see that it's pennies on the dollar. So how do you make decisions about that and put in writing and to be able to give away the things that have some emotional value, because it most likely has more emotional value than it does dollar value. How to give it away, to work with nonprofits to be able to have your stuff have another life after this for a family that's really struggling and in need. Doing that ahead of time really helps so that you understand what it's going to take and the time it's going to take to get things taken care of. So getting that team together, making those kinds of decisions is critical. The coaching consult that I offer starts with a competitive market analysis and really giving you an understanding of the value of your property on today's market, and with some ideas about what you would need to do down the road to improve that market value. I don't know what it's going to be worth a year to 2 years from now, but I do know what the important improvements and updates are to make to improve the value of it for sale. I also know what some of the critical improvements and updates are to keep it and keep it safe and look down the road that way, and the ways to make those improvements in order to maintain the value of the asset, the house. You don't want somebody coming in and just doing handyman updates to make things safer when those handyman updates, if done with 10% more thought and 10% more money, would be something that would improve the value of the home. So to think those pieces through. The coaching consult is to help you know what you know, and asking some questions, confidential questions that can help you sort out what's important to your values, what's important to your pocketbook, what's important to your family, and then what's important to your future. The coaching consult's an hour. The first half an hour, I give you the information about the comparative market analysis. I will have gotten information from you to begin with to have that happen. And that includes what you would need to do to make improvements to sell it down the road, now or down the road, and to make it safer for yourself in a way that protects the asset. The second part is really sorting through those underlying questions about your values and about your plans and about how you really feel underneath all of the other people talking at you and other people asking questions, so that the decisions that you make and the timeline that you put into place for a plan that you create really reflects who you are, and the most you can reflects what you want to do and get you the most return for that in life experience, in financial position, and in the ability to live some of your dreams and some of your goals down the road. If you're interested, I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me. My cell number is 860-759-9274. And my email is ccatkw, Cathi Coridan at Keller Williams, ccatkw@gmail.com. Please reach out. I'd love to talk to you. Whether we sit around your kitchen table with masks and sanitizer and hand wipes, or whether we do it via Zoom. I have Zoom, and I also have the ability to do it on Facebook. I'd love to have this conversation with you in a lot more depth so that you can make your life transitions, meet your goals, and achieve your dreams with less stress and more success. Thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.